There we go. Hmm. Maybe. Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great day. You're the villain, huh? Awesome. Hello, Sabby. Hope you're having a great day. Already starting. What a wonderful way to start off the live, huh, Sabby? I hope you had a great day today, Savvy. I know we talked a little bit earlier. Hopefully, this person keeps going to church and you can just sit around and talk with them. Become good friends. Sounds like that's what they need. Sorry I'm late. I went to go get dinner. Had to get back. Obviously, I'm not where I wanted to be tonight because, well, I got thunderstorms coming at me right now, so I'm not gonna try to get someplace and get stuck out in the rain in the middle of the woods with something that could possibly rip my own arms off and beat me to death with them. So I'm not even gonna try that. There we go. I'm not all looking up. It says 3. Yo, what's up? Yes, I love Pennywise. Hello, Leo. Today has been a very boring day, really. I woke up at like 9 o'clock, went back to bed at 11 to take a nap, woke up at 3. Like, oh crap, I need to go get something to eat. So, again, that's why I'm late. Again, I hope everyone's having a good day, a great day. Hopefully, you're not in any of these storms that are out here right now. So I got some strong ones heading towards me. I got rocked last night with some strong storms here in Kentucky. So there's that. Although I did go to sleep pretty good last night. The wind was blowing the truck side to side, so it was like being rocked to sleep like a baby. Figure why not? But so what's everybody want to talk to tonight? Or talk about tonight? I'm still not 100% awake, so and plus I'm trying to keep from going into a food coma. Hello, how are you doing? We got 5 of us in here tonight. Oh, it's better than 1. I'll start off tonight. Let's see. We had some more wins in the trucking community. More states are starting to go after people who can't read, write, or speak English that are driving semis. So that's a plus. We got that going. Let's see. Fuel prices are still high. Freight prices are still too damn low. Some people that are trying to drive trucks cannot. Everything, they just can't drive at all. It it takes a whole new kind of person to drive an 80,000 pound vehicle down the road safely. And the last person I had to deal with, he could not drive this truck down the road safely. So, um, thank you, Savvy, for putting that in there. Thank you. All spam will be kicked. Thank you. Um, I try to make this a very interactive live for when I do it. I want people to engage, but please don't spam. Okay. My moderator is very on top of everything. She will take care of that real quick. Uh Hello Raja. I'm doing good actually. I'm a little tired. Like I said, today's been a very kind of a boring day. So uh yes. Hello Nick. Hello Nick. Come on in, take a seat. Um right now I am in Murray, Kentucky right now. I'm actually sitting at our terminal. Our corporate office is just off to my right now. Uh, I'm yes, I am a truck driver. Um, I've been a truck driver now for 21 years. It's a long time to be a truck driver. Um, Best worst job ever. Let's put it that way. Uh, Hello, just me. I used to do fighting in school, so yes, I do get to see some crazy stuff, Kyle. Storms and stuff like that. Uh, where is the nicest place I've ever been? Any place that is not New Jersey or New York. I'm just sitting here saying, any place not in Jersey or New York. Everything else is just awesome. Um, but then again, I mean, upstate New York is very beautiful. New York City, no. Um, Hello, Peter. Uh, Philly is a real beautiful city. I mean, people don't think of Philadelphia as beautiful. I've been to Arizona. I've been all over Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, California. About the only states I have not driven in the lower 48 is Vermont. Florida, okay. I love Florida. Florida is beautiful. To me, Florida is just too hot. No, if you have a DUI, you cannot get a CDL at all. Um, that's one of the things that companies look for. They look for drug convictions and DUIs. You cannot get a CDL for that one. Uh, well, actually, there are a lot of bridges in Florida. You just probably ain't driven over them. uh, yes. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Daniel. Uh, Hello, Joey from Puerto Rico. Hello, hello. Hopefully you're enjoying some beautiful weather out there in Puerto Rico right now. I've never been there in my life. You know, Hood, you can make all the jokes you want about the size of my ears. I've heard them all, so it don't matter to me. Mr. UFO, hi. How you doing? Again, Drip, you can make all the jokes you want, but you know what? I've heard them all growing up. It don't matter to me. Uh, yes, I know, Joey. It's easy to get to go to Puerto Rico. I don't have the time or the money because I mean I work all the time. So it's I literally do not take vacations while I'm out here. I just do what I do. Um, Mr. UFO, I'm glad you're doing good. I am doing good as well. Trying to keep from going into a food coma. I actually went and ate at a Waffle House earlier, so I literally just got back right before I went live. So we're sitting here just trying to keep from going into a food coma. Um, mm. Yes, I do all sorts of logistics. I haul dry food, clothes, furniture, stuff like that. Um, yes, just me. I am very I'm very laid back. I'm a laid back guy. Um, if if anybody tries to upset me, it takes a whole lot to do that. Um, I just I don't like getting upset, so I just kind of blow everything off. Um, and as you will see later on down the road, um, I will be doing more and more paranormal investigations as well, and putting them on YouTube. I'll be doing live YouTube paranormal investigations. I know I haven't been posting a lot of driving videos here lately because I've been a little busy. Um, but I mean, I still put them on there when I'm by myself and I don't have a trainee in the truck. I will still keep putting them on here. Uh, let's see. How come DOT is always screwing with us? Well, you look at it this way: they've got a job to do, and we've got a job to do. Um, when it comes to DOT, they're not really screwing with us. What it is they're looking for stuff that we didn't find, but we're supposed to find stuff that's maybe wrong with our trucks, with our trailers. And if they're finding it and we didn't do our job, which means we get tickets and or put out of service until that problem gets fixed. So I mean, they're not really screwing with us. They're actually making the roads safer. Um, yes, Joey, the hey Hex, this job is not for everybody. Um, as I said, I've been doing this for 21 years. Um, it I've got a lot of people that I've trained over the years that they don't even drive anymore because it wasn't for them. So, yes, Mr. UFO, you're gonna enjoy the video that I'm gonna be dropping in July when I go live. you will enjoy that one if you're subscribed, because that one is going to be a very long live paranormal investigation. And after I'm done with the live, the investigation is not going to stop. We're going to keep investigating. The only thing is where my live is going to end, somebody else's video is going to pick up, and we're going to make sure everybody knows where to watch the rest of the investigation. What's up, Curtis? Everybody's coming in now. But everyone will enjoy that live episode. At least I hope. I hope anyway. I want to show everybody real quick what it looks like outside. Oops, there we go. See, we got more storms coming. Hopefully, nothing too crazy. We don't need no more tornadoes through here. Thank you, Mr. UFO, for liking and subscribing. Maybe my wonderful moderator Savvy can drop the link to my Discord channel down in the chat for everybody. Yes, I am in a truck. I drive a semi, Chris. I mean, it's what I've been doing for 21 years, so that's where I'm at right now. But I do know I did want to do this live out in the woods today. I really did. Maybe if the weather is more cooperative tomorrow, maybe I can be out there tomorrow. Hopefully. I'm not gonna make any promises right now because, well, I just don't know what the weather is gonna be like right now. I don't want to go back to the cemetery quite yet. So, yes, John. Hopefully it's not windy, but with it being in the woods, a bigger wooded area than what I've been going into, hopefully the wind will be blocked by all the trees. So, hopefully there's that. I would actually rather watch a Negro or a tree grow. Honestly, I would rather watch a tree grow. I love being in the woods, so I'm more at home in the woods. So I'd rather just sit in the woods, and I could watch a tree grow all the time and be happy. But yeah, hopefully, oops, there we go. I'm hoping that the weather does cooperate, because I want to do a impromptu investigation in those woods, for the simple fact, there have been a lot of strange reports in those woods, so I want to do an impromptu investigation in those woods to see what I can get. Savvy sending everybody a ray of sunshine into the chat, everybody. Embrace that ray of sunshine. You know, hopefully hopefully everybody can feel that one. She is a wonderful moderator, as is all my moderators, but to be honest, Savvy is the only one that actually makes it to my lives sometimes as a moderator. So I'm not saying none of my moderators show up, because they do, but she is always there regardless. Hey Landa. Hey everybody, say hi to Landa. That she is my wonderful niece, aka my adopted daughter. Everybody, she is an amazing mother, a wonderful wife, an all-around person, great person. You know. Yes, Landa, I just had to straight call you out on that one. Had to show you some love on that one. But yeah, the wooded area though, there has been strange reports in there. I'm hoping I don't get in there and meet up with something that can rip my own arms off and beat me to death with them, because well, that would be horrible. That would be horrible, but on the plus side, if that happens, the location that we're going to be going to in July is already paid for, so there's that. Hi Stuart, how are you? Hopefully you're having a wonderful day today. Yeah, Landa, you need to be safe yourself. I know most of the storms in Texas are up around the Wichita Falls, Big Springs area, but you never want to be too certain and too comfortable with that. Thank you, Poland. Stuart, I am a truck driver. Again, I've been doing this for 21 years. If I will actually drop a link to my Discord channel for trucking and paranormal news in the description later on. Even if my wonderful moderators put the link in there, I'm still going to put it in the description. Bless him. 8 years, that's a long time. I've been doing it 21. What a lot of people don't realize is if the trucks ever stop, America crumbles, because things can only be moved so far by train. So, if trucks ever stop, America's going to fall, because nobody's going to have anything. I have Poland. I have seen strange things. I've been to locations that most people wouldn't walk into. So yes, I have seen ghosts across America, basically, just randomly going into certain places that most people wouldn't walk into. I will walk into them. Abandoned houses, abandoned buildings, cemeteries, you name it, I'll be there. I go there all the time. Cemeteries, I love going to cemeteries, not for paranormal investigations, but because it's quiet in a cemetery. Why not? Ain't nobody screaming and hollering in a cemetery. What kind of truck do I drive? I drive a 2025 Freightliner Cascadia. Yes, Poland, I have been in mental institutions before to investigate. Trans Allegheny Lunatic Asylum is one of them. That is a crazy place. If you ever get to Weston, West Virginia, I would say get in there, go to that place, experience it. It's a huge, huge place. Very haunted. Very haunted. Uh, I've been inside abandoned prisons before. So, oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, you've been there. You already know all about Trans Allegheny. So, yeah, that place is crazy. Uh, sorry, good old Lewis County. Yes, most of the places I go to are abandoned, closed down. Um, obviously, I can't do a investigation at a very active hospital or prison. That would not work. So I'm not even going to try that one. But I had to pump my back. Sorry. But this year is going to be. I'm going to try to make this year a kind of year to go off on here, because after I do this investigation in July, I want to see about getting down into Tennessee and doing another place. Then I'm going to be doing a place down in Florida. And then after that, I may just be done with it. I mean, I've done it for so long that after that, I may just call it quits on it. I'm not 100% sure yet. I will figure it out when that day comes. When I do that location down in Florida, I will make my decision at that point if I'm gonna stop doing it. I am 47, 48, Poland. Yep. 47, 48, somewhere around there. I don't keep track of my birthday no more. I don't celebrate my birthday. It just goes to show that I'm getting older and I want to make it to where I feel I'm only as old as I feel. Sometimes I feel freaking 59, 60. Sometimes I feel 99. It depends on how the day goes when I first wake up. I'm not sure what you mean by that one. I used to watch Drag Race Stewart, so not no more. I mean, I'm not really into sports that much anymore. So, but I used to watch drag racing all the time. I used to watch NASCAR all the time. And then one day I just like, I'm too busy. Well, obviously my mother did all the work with birth, so actually these are not Dollar Tree glasses. These are actually prescription glasses that I had to get a few years back. So sorry, Mike. the wrong way to go on that one. Um, you know, I probably should take a day and do something like that, Stuart. I mean, I'm gonna be here probably. It seems like every other week now because I got to pick people up and drop people off and train them. So actually, I was not in special education, Mike. I was not. Um, I mean, even if I was, it wouldn't matter because I've been out of school for over 30 years now. So it really don't matter. But I know I can't remember the last time I think I walked by the special education classes to get to I think my math class. I think that's about it. That's about as close as I got to special education most of the time. I mean, well, Mike, that some people just aren't cut out to be parents. I'm not saying he was a bad parent, but some people just aren't cut out to be parents, and they look at stuff like their if their kid needs to be in a special education class. Oh, my kid wouldn't be like that, shouldn't be like that, because they're from me. It happens, it does happen, but I'm sorry that happened to you. I really am. I mean, hopefully you guys have gotten back in contact with each other, or he's come around and has decided it wasn't worth it. Stuart, should you start your own mowing business? Actually, you know what? That might not be a bad idea, Stuart. I mean, you got people all around that, it's sometimes they may be an elderly person and they can't get out there to mow their yard. And you show up and be like, hey, I can do this for this. And most of the time they'll jump on it. No, Mike, it's not your fault. It is not your fault. I mean, things happen, life happens, it not your fault at all. Um, oh, Damien. Um, how you doing, Mr. Doppelganger there? Uh, that's actually crazy. I don't meet very many people with the same name as me that is spelt the same way. I honestly don't. I usually see him spelling it Damian, never IEN. So that's actually kind of cool that, I've met my doppelganger. um, but yeah, Stuart, starting your own lawn business, that's actually a good thing to do though. I mean, you can always help people and do it that way. It it definitely improve, people's morale and character in the neighborhood, that's for sure, you know, because they'll be like, oh yeah, this guy's great, Um, but sorry, I got people walking all around my truck. I hate that. Lock my door because, okay, my anxiety level, it's crazy that my anxiety is so bad It used to never be bad. Um, uh, Landscaping went to piss in Connecticut. Oh man. And that's sad too because I've been to Connecticut. That is a beautiful state. What's my favorite song? Let's see. I've got so many of them. The more important question is, what's my favorite song from which genre? Because I love all music. So, what's my favorite state? Okay. Now here's a question of all questions. I'm just saying. I live in Texas, so I'm always going to be partial to my state of Texas. Um, but my favorite state for driving through, I would have to say Kentucky. It is so green. Um, all right, let's see. My favorite song from country. Let's see. Um, George Strait. Let's see. Cowboy Rides Away. That would be my favorite song. Because it's like, well, I'm always riding away. So there's that. Mike, have you ever been to Reno, Nevada, or California? I have. I have been to both states. I was actually born in California. I was born in Walnut Creek, California. Um, so I've been to both California. I've been both and in Nevada. Um, both beautiful states. I mean, but in all honesty, when it comes to California, the government has destroyed that state. You live in Modesto. Awesome. Actually, my older sister, she used to live not far from there. And then she moved up to Sacramento, and now she's living in Florida. So that's the only thing I know. She's living in Florida someplace. I don't know where. Um, she goes from earthquakes to hurricanes. Awesome. Um, but I mean, yeah, I've been to both states. Again, beautiful, but California got destroyed by its own government. Nevada is just Nevada. I mean, what am I going to say about Nevada? It's just Nevada. Um, yeah, Mike, that's not cool. I mean, you need to talk to your siblings. You need to talk to your family. I haven't talked to my sister in a long time, only because we lost touch. You know, life got in the way. She's married. I'm married. I have kids. She doesn't have kids. It's all just life gets in the way, but you need to call or write your sister, send her a text message, something, email, smoke signal, you know, send a smoke signal to her, that way she knows that, hey, okay, he is thinking of me. I've got two younger sisters, one that lives in California, one that lives in Oregon. I talk to them every so often. I'll send them a text message asking them how they're doing. I mean, I don't sit there and talk to them for hours on the phone, but I do still contact them, just to see what they're doing. But yeah, you need to get in contact with her and ask her how she's doing. Make sure she's doing good. You don't want to be that person where something happens and then all of a sudden it's like, Oh, I didn't get to say this to her. So, yeah, I can't say much for California either. Like I said, the government destroyed that state. The Californian government destroyed that state, not the U.S. government. The Californian government. Um, Throwing so many mandates on everybody that you can't live happily there. Not without paying outrageous taxes and having to obey crazy laws. One reason why I love living in Texas, taxes are low. And Texas does Texas things. We do things our way there. We don't do what the rest of the country does. We do things our way, which is good. I mean, I've lived in Texas now pretty much my whole life. So, I mean, I really wouldn't live anywhere else. Yes, the nature in California, I will say, there are some very beautiful areas in California, like the redwood forest, stuff like that. It's very beautiful. You can get lost in it for hours. I know I could. Um, so you get to the big cities and you just want to dip back out and go back out to nature. um, what is my favorite type of vehicle? Well, let's see. Um, I would have to say a Ford pickup truck and or a Kenworth T680 semi. Those are my two favorite vehicles. Um, I love Ford. Ford is an awesome company to have a truck, especially an older Ford. If you get an older Ford, the trucks are amazing. The cars are amazing. You know, they when they were built to last. Now everything this is a throwaway world. Um I mean GMC is great too, you know. No, Steven, no lot lizards here. Um Sorry, Steven. We don't talk about lot lizards because we don't discuss prostitutes when there could be children on here. Um I like the older Porsches. Um Not so much the new ones, but the older ones, yes. Um, all right, my boys. I don't know if you're talking about no trolls in the chat or what, but you might want to be careful on some of the wordage because that could be construed by some people as racist, and we don't deal with that. Um, Stuart, that's actually pretty awesome. We gotta we gotta have more volunteer firefighters, regular full-time firefighters, all first responders. They're amazing. So you got to do what you got to do. And 17 years old, that's awesome. I mean, you got your whole life ahead of you. You know, do what makes you happy. That's what I say. Do what makes you happy. Because if you're not doing what makes you happy, you're making everybody else around you miserable. Word of advice from an old man. Okay. Uh, Alaskan Adventures. Hi. But yeah, words of advice from an old man, Stuart. If you're not doing what makes you happy, you're making everybody else around you miserable. So find what makes you happy. Um, and everybody in chat, same thing, okay? Do what makes you happy. Exactly, Stuart. You know why he said that? Because those are the most truest words that you can ever hear. Um, so, I mean, it's one of those, you gotta do what makes you happy. Um, I mean, do I like driving a truck? Yes and no. Yes, I like driving a truck because I have the freedom. I don't have somebody standing over my back, me working in an office, and somebody saying you have to get this done by a certain time. I don't like driving a truck because, well, you're away from home all the time. So it's right. What you believe you can achieve. Um, and that is right, Jazz. A life of fulfillment is better. You know, you you don't ever, if you're not fulfilled on what you're doing, you're not happy. So, and then you also got to look at it this way, everybody. No matter what, at the end of the day, when your time is up, everything that you worked for in life, money, cars, clothes, houses, stuff like that, you're not taking it with you. You know, the only people that are going to be in your life are your family. That's what makes you rich. It's not money, it's the people in your life, friends, family, people, stuff like that. That's what makes you rich. The hell with money. Money is nothing but an object. You know, when you look at most of the richest people in the world, most of them are so damn depressed because they're alone. Okay, they are alone. Um, I mean, take Savvy, Hex, Curtis, the moderators that I have in the chat right now. Okay, we have not met personally, but you know what? I consider them my family as well because, we do talk. So I consider them my family. And if they ever have a problem, they need to talk to me about it. Or if I have a problem, I need to talk to them about it. They're there. So friends and family are what makes you rich, not possessions, not money. You know, remember that. Yes, yes, Hex. We 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 gotta stand up for each other and be nicer to each other. The dumpster fire of a world that we live in right now with so much turmoil. If people were just nicer to each other, we could get through this world where we all living on the same rock, spinning through space. So why be horrible to each other? Just be nice to each other, everybody. That's all I want to say. Be nice to each other. If you can't be nice to each other, like my grandmother used to tell me all the time, if you don't have nothing nice to say about something, keep your mouth shut. Yes. Our GCP family, our purgatory family, all of them. It's we gotta keep track of everybody. Exactly, Hex. Exactly. I mean, she used to say that all the time to me and my sisters all the time. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, keep your mouth shut. How many times did I get hit because I was being a smartass and I would just sit there and open my mouth? Not say anything, but just open my mouth. Yeah, I'd get smacked. Literally get smacked. Be like, oh, you got jokes? So do I. Um, but you know, if people just be nicer to everybody, we get through this. We get through this life. Just kind of sail through it. Yes, the golden rule as well, Hex. Do unto others as you had done unto you. I mean, if you want people to treat you nice, you have to treat them nice. You know, you don't just walk up and go, look at somebody and go, hey, what's in my right hand? And when they say nothing, you smack the shit out of them and say, your face. No. I mean, you're basically going to get an ass whooping at that point. So treat everybody the same way you want to be treated. It. Yes, Hex. I thought of that the other day. I was like, I wonder if I get away with saying that to somebody, Um, not saying who, but it was somebody that was sitting close to me. I mean, yeah, Sabby. It, and I even though I left the church a long time ago, I still remember everything from the church. So I'm not going to sit there and be like, well, I don't know what the golden rule is. I'd have to smack myself for even saying that. I know everybody knows what that rule is. Everybody knows should know what the 10 commandments are. But, I'm not saying that they do and I'm not saying that they don't, but they need to start looking at themselves for the way the world is and how everybody acts around them. That's 100% true. Hopefully tomorrow, everybody, I will be out by the lake in the woods, hopefully not getting my arms ripped off and beaten to death with them. But, hopefully I'll be out there. All the weather will be nice. It seems like every time I come here now, bad weather follows me. I don't know why. I'm beginning to think I'm cursed. It's all good though. I say bring it on. I can deal with stuff like that. I'm old enough to deal with it. Just live life to the fullest. Another thing I want everybody to remember, when it comes to living your life, treat every day like today is your last. Okay? Look at everybody and walk around with, a smile on your face. Be nice and polite to everybody, but live every day like it's your last. Because you never know when it will be your last. What's up, Randy? I was wondering how long it'd take you to get in here. What's up, brother? Now we got the purgatory leader in here, and one day I will be doing a live, and we'll get Jade in here, and we'll have the purgatory leader and GCP leader all in here at the same time. Um, that would be a hoot. That would be a hoot. I mean, hopefully, let's go. Ooh, I tell you what, I'm gonna get a shot of these clouds up here. This is why I am not going into the woods. Yep. That's why I'm not going into the woods. Hey, Hex, I could hydrate, but it's with a bottle of bad decisions and self regret. I could drink a bottle of MD 2020. That'd be hydrating. I'm just kidding. I am not doing that. Wake up in a field someplace. Like, where in the hell am I at? Oh, no, I ain't doing that. I ain't touching that shit ever again. As a kid, how did we get a hold of that crap? The legal way, but you know, we still drank it. But no, I ain't touching that crap again. Oh, I bet they're doing great. I could probably guess what Randy's doing right now after eating. Hopefully not, but you know. And Curtis, man, we're still thinking of you on your loss, man. We still got your back. You know, if you ever need to talk, you know, hit any of us up. We got you, man. We got your back. You know, no matter if you're on GCP, Purgatory, or my Discord, man, we got your back. What's up, Rob? Yeah, we got the whole Discord clan here tonight now, huh? I mean, everyone's in here now. Now it's a party. You know, I don't know how much more I don't know how much more we could have a party now. Oh, you just wait until July 11th, everybody. That will be a party. That will be a party. White Claw. But yes, Curtis, I'm not kidding, man. You know, you need anything. If you need to yell at somebody just to get something off your chest, man, hit me up. I'll listen. You know, it don't make a damn to me. I'm a big boy. I can have somebody yell at me. But if it's definitely just to get something off your chest, go for it. I got you. Man, I wish I had this phone turned around the other way all the time right now. So you can see some of the lightning that I just seen in the sky in front of me. All I've got is a white flash in my eyes now. I love how everyone sees Purgatory Club and they're like, who the hell's that? Yeah, that's Randy. That's Randy. Um, but I do know I'm gonna. um, I do want to see about getting whoever's going to be doing the most recording after the live in July ends to put their YouTube channel on the description for the live that I did so people can go and watch the rest of the investigation on their channel. That way they get props for it too. Yes, Randy, look at this. Yeah. You need to get a hat like this, Randy. That's all I'm saying. You need to get a hat like that, Randy. Need to find one. Have all of us we need to get Douglas one as well. That way when we're all wearing the same hat, be like, you stole my hat. But yeah, I just want to make sure everybody gets to see the entire investigation. That way there's no hey, I missed something, or hey, you guys didn't do this properly. The whole thing was recorded the entire time. Let's see. Hold on, Rob. See if you can hear this. There you go, Rob. I blew my horn for you. It's not a foghorn, but it is a horn. Yeah, great question. Get a horn honk? Yep. I'm pretty sure there's people going around. The fuck is he honking his horn for? Because I can. You know. But yeah, now, Randy, are you bringing you're bringing a recorder, but are you going to be bringing a video camera as well to the house? That way we know exactly. Hello. No, I was going to, but there are going to be, we've got more storms coming at us, Rob. We've got more storms coming. So, hello, Gemma. I wanted to, but it rained all day today. And with the threat of more storms coming at us, I didn't want to get in the woods, in these woods, because these woods are like the woods, like Blair Witch Woods and everything. And I didn't want to start raining while I was out there. Awesome. Yeah, what we'll do is when we go to start investigating, we'll drop the link to your YouTube channel in the description of my live. That way people can get it as well after my live stops. And if they watch the whole thing, they can always go to your channel and watch the video from you and maybe Douglas as well. Yeah, that death whistle, man, that's gonna be the bomb, dude. I ain't gonna lie. That shit's gonna be a bomb. That might piss off the spirits, but you know what? I'm here. I'm there for it. Randy gonna be live getting off the plane. Say, I'm live, motherfuckers. I'm live. Um, nice. Curtis bringing the music box. Um, yes, those Aztec death whistles. They are loud and creepy, but awesome. Well, if Randy goes live from the airport and he lands in Kentucky, I'm gonna have questions. I'm gonna be like, Randy, you overshot Kansas City, man. You have to come back. Um, but yeah, he would definitely be live from the airport. I guarantee that. I promise that. Um, I'm still fingers crossed that um Mandy shows up. I'm still fingers crossed that she does. Um, live from KFC. uh, be like, where the hell's Randy at? He's in KC. Look online. Nope, he's at KFC. I don't know what to say about that. um, but yeah, I'm hoping Mandy does show up. Uh, well, I mean, you land in KFC or KC, you're definitely gonna get some KFC. I think they got one in the airport. Um, although I did find it funny that I'd mentioned something about the Hill House in Mineral Wells, talking about, hey, who's going to pay for that one? And all of a sudden it was like crickets in Discord. It was like everyone disappeared. um, even though that place, that one is a straight up $1,500 for up to 10 people. But heck, with Kansas, it's kind of like Nebraska. You kind of look at Kansas as a flyover state. Not a whole lot there. Like literally, it's flat. I mean, you could probably see a bunny rabbit hopping across the road from like 3 miles away. Um, Kentucky, on the other hand, Kentucky's beautiful. I mean, you got green and trees everywhere you look. Now, Randy, you want a Wizard of Oz experience with Kansas? I would say go down to Liberal, Kansas. They got a big Wizard of Oz museum down there. Maybe one day we can all show up down there, and you can't do no investigation there, but you can like go and see the museum, and they literally have a yellow brick road in Liberal, Kansas. Yes, they actually have a yellow brick road there. I thought it was rather cool that they actually have it there, and I was like, well, okay. Um, but maybe one day we can all just kind of show up there and be like, hey, we're gonna go have fun here. Um, it is a pretty cool museum, Randy. At one point in time, they actually had to shoot the ruby slippers that Judy Garland wore in the movie at that museum. I know they were stolen at one point. They've been recovered since. I don't know if they're back there or not. They may not be, but it is a really cool museum. It really is. Um, well, let me rephrase that. It was a really cool museum 10 years ago when I stopped. It may not be a really cool museum anymore. Um, there we go. Try to get some light in this damn place. And it's been so damn dark here today. I think that's one reason why I went back to sleep at 11 o'clock this morning after only being up for 2 hours. I was like, I'm going back to sleep. But I am bringing my phone, and hopefully I get a camera, another camera by that time, and another EVP recorder, Rob. Not gonna promise, but I'm hoping, because at the end of the night when I stop going live, I want to keep recording so everyone knows that, yeah, we didn't stop, but you get to see the rest of the investigation as well. Ooh, Randy, gonna be bringing the old school VHS camera. We definitely going old school with that one. I ain't seen one of those in years. We definitely gonna be having fun with that one. I mean, we definitely gonna be having fun. Um, I'm sorry. Someone brings a damn laser disc. I'm just gonna die right there in the damn hallway of the house. I won't be able to handle that one. I know I'm old. Okay. Um, but damn, a laser disc. um, yes. Snacks. We gotta have them. Dr. Peppers, snacks, Red Bulls. We're gonna be up for a while. Definitely one of those. You might want to get some rest on the plane coming in, Randy, because we definitely gonna be up for a while. Right, one more month. One more month, and it's on. Everyone will have to. I mean, we can get in there Friday morning. We can decide at that point, okay, do we go and visit some other places around Atchison, Kansas first before going into the house? I'd rather watch a tree grow. That's for sure. I mean, that's the same time I've answered that one. I'd rather watch a tree grow. You know. Then again, I'd rather just be alone in the woods. But we need to find out if we want to go other places around Atchison, Kansas, and kind of uh, look at places that are around before we get into the house and do our investigations, or what? Hello, child of God. I hope you're having a wonderful day, child of God. And you, Rob, I get you on that one. I'm too old to have knees to grow. Yes. Yes. I get you on that. But that's something that we'll have to discuss when we get there. What we're gonna do before we start investigating, because I think I told everybody that the investigation would start about 6 o'clock in the evening. But I mean, we can always change that to an earlier time and basically say, okay, we're going to start at 4 o'clock in the afternoon if you want, and run it until 2 o'clock in the morning. 10 hours. But we'll figure that one out. But anyway, everybody, I hope you have fun with this little impromptu live. I didn't do it Friday. Too damn tired. Too lazy. Little bit of everything. Yes, Rob, even the graveyard's haunted there. It really is. And maybe, well, before I go, maybe while we're there, we'll go see the Amelia Earhart Museum. Considering they have now found her plane at the bottom of the ocean. So now that they have found her plane, it is no longer a mystery where her plane has been at. So maybe we can all head over to the Amelia Earhart Museum and see that while we're there. Because her museum, the house that she was born in, is actually not far from the Sally house. It's actually like 4 blocks there from there. Yes. I mean, the first time I was there, we didn't get to go by the museum. So, hopefully, this time, with us getting there early, we can go see the museum. Just because. I mean, it's Amelia Earhart. How do you not go see her museum, the house that she was born in? So, but anyway, everybody, I hope you have fun. I hope you have a wonderful night. Randy, remember, puff, puff, pass, man. Just remember that. Sorry, I had to. But I hope everyone has a wonderful night. I'm gonna get out of here. That way I can get some sleep and everything. And I will see everybody soon. Until then, peace out, man. Bye.